Alright, welcome everybody. This is the official Gram Slim build guide. I am BRUISES. I am the co-founder of Gram Digital Controllers, GRAMCTRL.com, and we finally released our screwless design, which means that the front panels do not have the corner screws that might hit your wrist while playing, so it makes it much easier and more ergonomic and also aesthetically cool. You will need 21 switches of your choice. They need to be low profile. We choose the Chalk Pro Reds. You'll also need 7 screws and buttons. Everything you see here is modular, so if you see something that you would like to change or something that you would want to modify, you can also check out our GitHub for more information on how to do that. And we do recommend having a nice torque screwdriver. We are using the Linus Tuck Tips. This one is just tried and true. We love it. All right, so let's get started. So first, you're going to want to install your switches. So the switches need to look like this. They need to be this direction. And you just pop one side in and then the other. Up next, we are going to take this front panel that we just added switches to. We're gonna flip it over. Just take a look at all of the pins here. Make sure none of them are bent. So if they're bent, just go ahead and use needle nose pliers to bend them back gently. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pop out this PCB and we're just gonna line it up. Line it up with the holes here. You're gonna make sure it's lined up here, here, and here. And you can see the tops of the switches just barely out of the holes, the little red dots. You start from the right-hand side and push down. You're gonna see those red dots. You're gonna see those kind of pop on through. So we're gonna gently switch it over. And you'll see that some of them are not fully seated. So we'll lay it down on our hard table and just go ahead and push each switch in. They're gonna kind of pop into place. I felt a few of them go in and we're good to go. We're gonna grab our universal frame. It will say GRAMCTRL on this side. Go ahead and put that down. You want this inner groove. Look for that inner groove. You're gonna take this front plate again that you just assembled with the PCB. And you're gonna put the USB port into the hole. And make sure that it's in the hole. Now you just go to each corner and you pop it in. And it's snug, y'all. There we go. And I got it. So what's left? Go ahead and set it down just like this. Port facing up. All right, so up next is the back panel. This is the last major piece that we need to install. And it's just like the front panel, it just pops into place. So I like to line it up with this bottom corner here, okay? Slide the top one in, make sure that these are flush. And we're just gonna push those down, and it should line up. Now, if you do have any issues with this, don't panic. Don't panic. This back plate, I'm gonna show you with this one. This one could be a little snug, right? You can go ahead and bend this. Give this a nice little bend, and it's okay if it's curved, right? Get that installed, because once you start screwing it down, you'll see what I mean by that. It will tighten up on its own, don't worry. Here we go. We've got our 7 screws. There is a rivet on the other side where we are trying to feel that. We wanna make sure that it lines up. Double check that your panel is flush to the frame. I would suggest screwing the 3 here first, because those are the anchor screw points. Up next, I just finish out the 4 corners. All right, and now they do not need to be super screwed in, okay? You do not need to do that. They just need to be flush. See how they're nice and flush. There we go. So there we go. We've got our controller all set up. The last thing to do, y'all, is to install your buttons. Now, you can choose any button colors you want. The cool thing about these, they are easy to remove, but they do not fall off during gameplay. So it's just like an outlet here in the United States. It's a very similar design. It just plugs right in, so you just line them up. Let's quickly plug these in. And you are ready to rock. This is your controller. Super thin, super sexy. You are ready to go. That's it. That's how you build a controller.